y'all! So in this video today, you're going to learn how to overcome your fear of public speaking. And if you are not someone that identifies as having like this big fear of public speaking, you too will get benefit from this video because you will learn how to get better at public speaking and just being less nervous. Okay, so what I want you to think when you are about to make a speech or a presentation is, I am not me, I am Batman. Okay, so now you think that that is a crazy phrase, but wait, do not click out. By the end of this video, you will actually understand what this phrase means and why it is going to be super effective in getting you to overcome your apprehension or your fear of public speaking super fast. All right, so there are 4 steps to this approach. And step number 1 is I want you to go and find somebody on the internet that has a lot of content, a lot of video content that you admire, that you think is an excellent public speaker. It's helpful to find somebody that is in your industry so that you can have maybe a similar approach. Let's say if you're a comedian, you're probably not going to have the same approach as an academic. And I actually did this when I was a graduate student, and I found this amazing researcher called Jane McGonigal, and she is actually in the video game space and using gamification to change behavior. I watched her TED Talk and then some of her other speeches, and I just felt like I could embody her speaking ability, and that just watching her speak and how engaging she was gave me the confidence to do my graduate school presentations and to do a good job in them and not be so nervous. So this is the second step. You need to go and consume as much as possible of this person's content. You need to go watch their videos, listen to their podcasts. Videos are preferable, of course, because that is the most rich form of communication. And you know what? Just watch it while you're chopping vegetables for dinner. Watch it when you're getting ready in the morning. You can passively watch, that will still be effective. But just try to consume their style, the way they speak, the way that they look at the audience, all of the little things. Okay, so after you have done that, you can move on to step 3. And this is when you're actually going to start practicing. I want you to actually start practicing your presentation or your speech in the mannerisms and speaking style of this individual. I want you to really try to embody this individual and pretend that it is not you that is giving this speech. It is Jane McGonigal. It is whoever you choose to kind of be your embodiment of someone that you really think has a great presentation style. Okay, and now step 4. I want you to go and actually give your presentation or your speech. And when you give your presentation and your speech, I want you to think, I am, insert person's name here. This is who is giving the speech right now. And that is where the I am Batman mantra comes in. And so as you embody kind of another person in your speech, in your presentation, it really helps you distance your own self-identity from the potential failure of this presentation. A lot of us get really nervous in public speaking because we know that this is a highly vulnerable place for our identity to be in, and we are not confident in our own public speaking skills. So when we are able to embody someone else, it lets us separate kind of our own identity from failure, and at the same time, it lets us harness the strengths of another person for ourselves. In addition, for anyone that's played sports, you know that getting into your head is detrimental. So when you're able to kind of get out of your head and you're focusing more on kind of remembering like, oh, what would Batman do in this scenario? You're focusing your thinking and you're able to focus better on delivering a great speech instead of kind of doing that metacognition thing where you're thinking like, oh, how is this speech being perceived to the audience? Or like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my hands right now? Where should I put my hands? Okay, and now you're thinking like, she still hasn't explained where this Batman thing comes in. So this is something that was done as a study on children. So in this study, the children were asked to perform a task, and they were asked to try to unlock a cabinet or something with locks. Actually, none of the keys worked to unlock anything, so that was kind of like a little bit of a trick. You couldn't actually succeed at the task that the children were given. And of course, as usual, the children were split up in 2 groups. One group was the control group, one was the variable group. The control group was just told to be, be yourself. Something that we always tell children, be yourself. Just go ahead and try to unlock the cabinet and keep going until you do. And then the second variable, the second group, was told, you know, I want you to really embody Batman in this scenario. And I want you to really think, like, what would Batman do in this study? Like, what would he do when he came across a bunch of locks that he couldn't open? And what happened was that the group of children that were told to embody Batman actually persevered so much longer than the children that were in the control group, the regular group. And what we know is that when we're able to think of somebody that we admire, someone that we know has these really admirable strengths that we would like to possess, we can almost embody those strengths if we imagine kind of that we are them in this situation. And this is why this will be so effective in helping you overcome any fear or tension around public speaking, because getting over anxiety or fear is sometimes a long process. And the thing is, I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you might not have 3 months to put into really developing public speaking skills. You might have a presentation tomorrow. And this is why this method is so effective, because you're able to get to this amazing place of having very little fear about public speaking and being able to present eloquently and with charisma without having to spend a long time on it, because we are able to harness the strengths and the skills of another person. And in this case, if you want, that person can be Batman. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you like this video, I really encourage you to watch some of my other videos. I think they would be really helpful to you as well. And I can't wait for you to go and give that presentation and that speech. I know you will do an amazing job.